Today, I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew this beautiful baggy trouser. It is very simple to sew. You can either pair it with a boo-boo top like this or a body hug top. So if you want to see a tutorial on this top, I have it already on my channel. You can check it out after watching this video. So let's get into class. So here are my sewing tools, and this is the fabric I'm going to be using. It is Ankara fabric, and we are going to be using 3 yards for this baggy trouser. So I'll keep my tools aside so we can start marking our trouser. So I've placed my fabric on fold and I've drawn a starting point line. And the length of my trouser, anything I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be removing 2 inches for the band. We're going to be having a band of 2 inches. So I've placed 2 inches and I'm marking the length of my trouser. The length of my trouser is 44 and I left 1.5 inch allowance for hemming the bottom of the trouser. So the next thing I want to mark is my crotch depth. So my crotch depth is going to be my hip divided by 4 plus 2.5. I am adding 2.5 because it is a free trouser. It is not a fitted trouser. So you have to add 2.5 so you have lots of ease. So I got 12.75. So I'm going to place my tape, removing my 2 inches for band. So now I'm going to mark 12.75 because that's what I got. My hip is 41. So if you do the math, it's going to give you 12.75. That's just what I mark here, and I will draw the line across like this. So after that, I am going to go up from the crotch depth by 3 inches to get my hip line. So you can see I'm going up by 3 inches from that crotch depth. That will serve as my hip line. So I'll draw the line across. Good. So now we have our waistline, our hip line, and our crotch depth, then the hem line. Good. Those are the vertical lines that we need. So the next thing I'll do is to come to my hip line. Then I will divide my hip by 4 and I will add 5 to it. So 41 divided by 4 is 10.25. If I add 5 to it, it will give me 15.25. So I'm going to impute it on my hip line there. So that same thing I impute there, I'm going to impute it on my crotch depth here, which is 15.25. I will impute it on this crotch depth line. Then I will impute it also on my waistline. Do you see it? So that we can get a straight line. Do you understand? Good. So now I'm going to connect it. I'm going to connect it. Good. Now the next thing we want to do is to mark our crotch extension. So my crotch extension is my hip divided by 16. So my hip is 41. 41 divided by 16 will give me 2.5. 2.5. So I'm going to impute 2.5 from this my crotch line here. You see it? From this line that we drew first, I'm going to impute 2.5 from there. So that's my crotch extension. So now I'm going to connect it from my hip line there. I'll just give it a curve. So this is my crotch curve. This curve here now is called my crotch curve. So that is done. After this, the next thing we want to do is to just give this our waistline a shape. Just to give it, it's not necessary. You can ignore this part and leave it straight. So I'm going to go in by 1 there and connect it to my hip line. Like I said, this part is not necessary. If you want to leave it straight, it's still okay. So I just gave it a shape there. So the next thing I want to do is everything I have on this my crotch depth, everything including the crotch extension, I will take it, then I will minus 1 or 2 inches to put on this my hem line. You can as well take the same measurement and put on your hem line, but just to give it a little shape, I'm going to minus 2 inches, then I will impute it on my hem line. So now I'm going to connect a straight line from my crotch depth down to my hem line. You can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to arrange it to have that curve. So I'm giving it that curve. You can see it. I just want it to have a little curve at that crotch area, from that crotch line down, so that it will not just be straight. So I just gave it a little curve there. Then I'm connecting it straight down. You see it? So we are pretty much done for the front. So I'm going to add ½ inch to the top. Then I'm going to cut out. So I'm just adding my ½ inch at the top there before I cut it out. I want to just add my ½ inch for joining the band. Okay. So guys, we are done cutting the front. I'm just going to slit that side. You know that side is on fold. I'll just slit it open so that we can have the two piece for the front. And the front is ready. We're going to keep the front aside. I'm going to bring the fabric for the back. So this is the fabric for the back that we'll be using. I'm placing it on fold. Then I'm going to bring my front again. I'll place it on top of it so that we can use it as a guide to cut the back. So on this open side, make sure there is enough space there, maybe like up to 3 inches or 2.5 inches there. Then make sure at the top too, there is space at the top. Then align every other place, let it align. Let them align very well, but make sure there is space at the top. So at the top here, I'll go up by 2 inches or 1.5. I'll draw the line up. You see it. I'm going up at the back. Oh, look at where the front stop. I went up by 2 inches. So as I went up by 2 inches, I'll now connect it back to the waistline. You see it with a slant. I'll connect it back like that. Then on this center front side, I will come out by 1.5. Then when I get to the crotch extension side, I will come out by 2.5. You see it at this crotch extension side, I'll come out by 2.5. The same thing I use as the crotch extension for the front. I will project it again. Anything I'm doing it from the where the front stops. So at this place too, I'm going to come out by 1.5. Then I'll connect it 1.5. All this part is 1.5. Then I'll draw the line 1.5. Then the crotch extension is 2.5. Then I'll connect it to that 2.5. Do you understand? Everywhere on this line is 1.5, but that place is 2.5. So I'm going to mark on this lower part now. I'm going to mark 2 inches. So I'm going to mark 2 inches, 2 inches till I get down. I'll mark 2 inches. I hope you understand everything I mark. 2 inches, 2 inches. I'll connect it to the bottom like that. Then I will use a slightly curved ruler to curve the crotch area like this. Do you see it? So the back is ready too. All we need to do now is to cut out. You can see. So I'm just showing you everywhere all the lines that we're going to cut. Don't forget, I went up at this top by 2 inches. Then I connected it with a slant line to touch the waist point. Okay, so we are just going to cut out. No need to add any half inch to the waist of the back again for joining, because we have already added it to the front. So just follow that line like this. Just cut out. So now I'm going to remove the back. I'll keep it aside. Let's work with the front. So at this front, at the center front, I will go down by half just to eliminate any bulge there. So I'll go down by ½ inch, connect it back to the waist, then I'll just cut it out. Just watch what I'm doing. I'll connect it, then cut it out. So guys, both our front and our back is ready. So this is the front and this one is for the back. So now let's keep the back aside and let's work on the front. So this is the front. Now we want to put pockets on the front. So at the top there, I'm going to go in by 2.5. Then I'm going to go down by 7 inches. That's how deep I want my pocket to be, my pocket opening to be. So I'm going to give it, you can either give it a slant or a slight curve. So I'm using a slight curve to connect the 2.5 to the 7 inches. So after doing that, I'm going to cut it out. I'm just going to cut that part out. That's going to be our pocket opening. So I'm going to cut it out. Then I'm going to bring another fabric, the one we are going to use for the pocket bag and pocket facing. So let me bring the fabric. So here's the fabric I'm going to be using. The width of this fabric is about 17 inches when it is opened. So I'm going to open it to show you. When it is opened like this, it is 17 inches width and the length is 12 inches. You see it, the length is 12 inches. And don't forget, is two piece. So I'm going to fold it again so that it will become 4 piece. Do you understand? Okay, so now I'm going to open it again. Then I'll place the pocket on it. I'm going to place my front trouser on it, so that I can trace that same trace that I did on the front trouser for the pocket opening. I'm going to also trace it on the pocket. You see it on one side. You can see that I open it is now 2. The pocket is now 2. So I'm doing this tracing on one side. I'm not going to do it on the other side, because that side is going to be the pocket bag. Do you see it? Good. So that's what we have for the pockets. I'll keep it aside. Then we can work on the front. So now I'm going to go ahead and sew my crotch. See my crotch? I'm going to go to my sewing machine and sew 1/2 inch. I'll sew the front and the back too. I'll sew the crotch for the back too, 1/2 inch. You see that place I'm marking? I'll go and sew it. So let me sew it and come back. So guys, I've sewn it. That's the front. I've sewn my 1/2 inch, and that's the pocket area. So let's fix our pockets. Look at what I'm going to do. Just watch. I'll place right side facing right side. You know that part that I trace, the part that I trace the pocket, I'll place it facing the pocket. See, that's what I'm showing you. One part is straight, the other part is curved for the pocket. So that part that is curved for the pocket, I will arrange it on the trouser, and I'll go to my sewing machine and sew 1/2 inch. I'll go and sew it 1/2 inch on the both side. I'll take the second one. I'll sew this side too. You see it, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch the other side. Let me quickly sew it and show you. So guys, I've sewn it. This is it. And I went ahead to top stitch, to take the seam to the pocket side and top stitch on it. So I'll do that. I've done it already. So now I'll just arrange it. Just watch what I'm doing. This pocket is very, very simple. See the way I'm going to just turn it. After sewing it like that, just turn this straight part, turn it to meet the side seam. Do you see it? Arrange it very well. Let everything be balanced. Good. You see it? Then I'll go and sew the bottom of the pocket. I'm just trying to arrange it so that you will understand. Watch it again. You see it? I know some of you already know how to sew pocket, but this is for those that don't know how to sew pocket. You see the way I arrange it? Just do it like this. Then I'll go ahead and sew the bottom of the pocket. You see it? Just sew it, the bottom. When you're sewing the bottom of the pocket, don't sew it with the trouser. Lift it up like this, the way I lifted it up, then sew it. Or if you want the sewing to be inside, that bottom side, if you want that sewing not to be outside, you can turn it like this. You see it? Turn it wrong side, so facing wrong side, then sew it. After sewing it, then you can now flip it inside so that the sewing will be inside. Do you understand? The sewing of that lower part will be inside. It will be hidden. Okay? So that's what I did for the other pocket. I've done the other pocket already. So let me go ahead and do it. I'm just showing you all over and over again so that you can understand. I hope you do. Okay? So let me go ahead and sew it, and I'll come back to show you. So guys, I've sewn it. You can see how beautiful our pocket is sitting. Let me show you the back. So this is how it's going to look at the back. You can see it. Make sure you sew the sides too, the side and the top. Okay, good. So the next thing I'll do is to bring the back. I've also sewn the crotch for the back, so I'll put it together like this. Right side facing right side. Then I'm going to sew the side. Just align them. You know the back is bigger than the front, but just align them at the side and sew it with the allowance. I used 1 inch to sew the side, so I'm just going to go ahead and sew the side, and I'll bring it back to show you. So guys, I've sewn the two sides. This is what it looks like. Now I'm going to hem the bottom. You see the bottom of the trouser. I'll fold it. I left 1.5 inch allowance, so I'm going to just fold it twice. Fold it once, then the second time to exhaust the 1.5 inch. I'll do it for both sides. After hemming the bottom of the trouser, the next thing I'll do is just to sew the inner leg. You see it? We call it the inseam. So I'll go ahead and use 1 inch. I used 1 inch to sew it. So let me do all that. Then I'll come back to show you what next to do. So guys, I've sewn everything. I've sewn the bottom, the inseam. Everything is looking so pretty. The next thing I want to do now is to do our waistband, our elastic waistband. That's what we'll do. So the first thing I'll do is to measure around what I have. So I'll measure around my waist. After measuring around, I got about 56 inches. Yes, I got 56 inches. So with that, I'm going to use it to cut a strip of fabric. So guys, if you have watched to this point and you have not subscribed to my channel, or you have not clicked the like button, auntie, why now? Oh yeah, click on the like button. Uncle, click on the like button now. Thank you. So this is the strip of fabric. The width of the strip of this strip of fabric is, okay, the wideness of this strip of fabric is that 56 plus 1 inch. I added 1 inch so that I can use it to join it together. And the length is 5 inches when it is open. You know, we are going to fold it. It will now become 2.5. We'll use half inch to sew, then it will remain 2 inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark half inch from the top. I will sew that half inch. Then I will leave 2 inches. Please pay attention. I will leave 2 inches. That half inch that I mark first, I will sew it. But that 2 inches, I will not sew it. Then it will remain 2.5 inches. I will sew that 2.5 inches. So the only thing I will not sew is the 2 inches in the middle. So I've done it like that, exactly the way I explained. So I'm going to fold this allowance. I will fold it and top stitch just to make that place neat. So I'll top stitch on that place. After top stitching, I'll now fold it into 2. After top stitching, I will go to my sewing machine and sew that place. After doing that, I will now fold this, my band, into 2. So by the time I fold it into 2 like this, that 2 inches allowance that I did not sew, that part that I did not sew that I said 2 inches, that part will now be in the middle. When you fold it into 2, see, that's the part I'm showing now. See it, that part will now be in the middle. So that's where we are going to be passing our elastic and our rope. So now we are going to attach this to the trouser. Make sure that that part that is open, that part we left, make sure that's the part that will be facing the front. So we are going to start sewing from that center front. Make sure that that's the part that is going to be showing at the front when you wear your trouser. You can see what I'm doing. I'm turning it so that I'll make sure that that's the place that is facing the front when I wear my trouser. So from that center front, and I'll make sure it will fall on the center front. You see the hole? That's the hole there at the center front. Now I'm going to go to my sewing machine and sew it round. I'll sew this band to the trouser round. So guys, I've sewn it. I use half inch, so you can use your weaving machine to weave that place. You can see the hole now is at the front there. So now we are going to be sewing lines. I'm going to sew 2 lines around this band. I'll just go half inch or 0.75. I'll just make sure I share it and sew 2 lines. When you sew 2 lines, that means you're going to have 3 casing. If you sew 2 lines round, you're going to have 3 casing, 3 places where you are going to pass things. So at the middle, I'm going to pass the rope. Then the up and down casing, I'm going to pass my elastic. Do you understand? So let me go ahead and sew the 2 lines. Make sure you sew 2 lines round. So let me do that. Guys, I've sewn it. Now I'm going to pass the elastic at the top one, the first line, the first casing. I'm going to pass my elastic. So your elastic, you can remove 2 to 3 inches from your waist measurement. That's what you use to cut your elastic. So now I'm passing the elastic round on the first casing. So I'll pass it round. I'll show you. So guys, I've passed it round and I'm going to tie it. You can either tie it or you sew it. You can go to your sewing machine and join the 2 sides of the elastic together like this, or you tie it. I like to tie mine because it's safer. So I'll go ahead and tie it, then push the rest in. When I tie it, I'll push the rest in. So I'm going to drag it to make sure that it will not give way. You see me dragging it. After dragging, then I'll just push the tie in to even out the elastic. So guys, I've done the first one. I've also done the third one. The third one, I've passed elastic on the third casing. Now let's pass elastic in the second casing. So that means we have done elastic for the first casing, the third casing. Now only the middle casing is left behind. So now we want to pass rope. So this rope, I use 1.5 strip of fabric. I sewed it, then that's what I'm passing in the middle casing. That's what I'm doing now. So I'm going to pass it round. After passing it round, this is what it's looking like. You see how beautiful it is looking. You can use this rope to control it. Any size can wear this trouser. You use the rope to control it to your waist measurement. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you for always watching my video. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Please, I'm begging you, like the video, subscribe to my channel, drop me beautiful comments. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.